Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. Going to be talking to you about some quant. Well, I've made my feelings clear about quant. And the main thing is right now, we just got to look at the fundamentals and just wait on whatever needs to happen. Best thing for us to do right now is keep our DCA going and just, the main thing is we've already done the research. We know that we're on a winner. We're just sitting pretty until time goes forward. So remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see this day, we just ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing, and we just ask you to grow with us. We really appreciate you guys, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Now, let's go ahead and look forward to talking about some quant here. Currently, as I speak, quant is up like maybe about a point and a half here. So let's go ahead and look a little bit further. On the 1 week, it is up like, well, not up, but down like almost 2%. The month, it is down for 11%. For the year, quant is still up about 36%. So, and overall, it is extremely up. So we know that quant is up, what, 28, some odd, 100, 1,000. It's just crazy. The main thing is we want to understand that quant is still doing revolutionary things. Quant is still in charge of overledger, quant fusion, so many other things that quant has that is making it so absolutely great and so absolutely in demand, especially in the corporate world, as far as like institutions and corporations and banks. There's these three institutions are really, how can I say, the corporations, well, actually hospitals too. Good, you know what? I'm just saying, quant is just doing amazing work, and it is in such high demand. One of the things we see that the market cap is at exactly 1 billion right now. Let's see, what else am I looking at? Circulating supply is still approximately what, 12 million, which is almost half of Bitcoin supply. But Bitcoin supply being at 21 million, et cetera. But one of the things you got to understand is that when you see a winner, you just got to hold on with a bulldog grip until things actually change. And right now, to be honest with you, there are a lot of people that have shaken out the majority of the players in the market. But if you're still listening right now, that means that you were not shaken, you were not stirred, and congratulations that you're still holding on. So let's keep it moving a little bit here. Look at the overall aspect. Looks like we're looking at a little bit of fear here at 36. The market cap is 3.84 trillion. Altcoin season is kind of dim at the moment at 26 out of 100. So things are kind of waiting to come up a little bit. So not quite where they need to be as of yet. Bitcoin at 113,000, so not too far off. Ethereum at looks like it's a little bit over 4,000 right now, and things are headed in the right direction. Let me refresh here. Looks like we're at 114 with Bitcoin, and with Ethereum we're at 4,100, going up a little bit. So things are moving in a positive direction, and so that is very good for us. Bitcoin dominance is going to be at, looks like 58. Let me double check that. Yeah, 58.9%. Ethereum at 13%. Now that Ethereum is rising back up to 13, that's a good number for Ethereum. Just a heads up on that as well. So let's go to the actual X site, also formerly known as Twitter. This is a slightly different format setup. Looks like they have Quant is making a few slight changes to the X site. It says the infrastructure of money. So the infrastructure of money building on Overledger, follow Overledger development here. So Quant.network. So looks like it's joined in October 2016. Here's some information here. It's talking about on Tuesday, the 21st of October, industry leaders from across financial services came together for the 5th edition of InFin Finance FinTech as Force for Good Forum in London. In a panel entitled Capital Markets, The Road to Digitalization, our founder and CEO, this is going to be talking about Gilbert Verdian, joined. So he has some information here. Senior representatives from, let's see, BlackRock, let's see, looks like Epic, Peel Hunt, several places and gigantic asset managers to talk about finance. Says pivotal step in strengthening the UK's global leadership in financial services and unlocking new drivers of domestic growth. I don't think a lot of people understand exactly how important the financial leadership is with Quant and with UK leadership as well. I think they will see that in the future. The CBDCs that are being driven and the other financial services that are available. This is going to be pretty incredible. Just saying, guys. All right. Settlement fragmentation is the hidden bottleneck, and says while tokenized assets are processing trillions in monthly trades, cash side remains stuck, trapped by incompatible payment trails that don't communicate. The result, high settlement failures. What else do we have here? Manual reconciliation and treasury teams holding excess liquidity buffers just to manage across disconnected systems. Learn how QuantNet solves this by creating interoperability between bank deposit tokens, central bank money, and legacy rails without replacing existing infrastructure. So this is pretty exciting. So let's read this a little bit here. Banks, market infrastructures, and regulators are moving from tokenization pilots to regulated production, but tokenized money and tokenized assets still can't settle with each other natively. And so it says, learn how QuantNet provides the solution. So one of the things we have to understand is that Quant is that bridge between the real world assets and the tokenized money and tokenized assets. This is very, very important, something to strongly consider. See what else I have here. This is, like I said, this is a good site. Quant, the UK's tokenized sterling deposits initiative represents the transitions from blockchain experimentation to production grade programmable commercial bank money at a national scale. Impressive. Just saying, something we're going to have to strongly consider. So programmable grade commercial banks money at a national scale. Let's see what else we're going to look at here. I think we got everything that we want out of the X site. And let's see, I think that's everything we pretty much need. We had talked about CBOS already. That's been, it's come and gone, but at the same time, it was very strong. A little bit of information here. It says Quant Fusion's multi-ledger rollup is the world's first rollup technology capable of connecting to multiple ledgers simultaneously. So it's a lot of great information that we see here on the X site. Just a heads up on that as we move forward. Keep that in mind. Now, let's go to Quant again, talking about the infrastructure of money. They are asking us to book a meeting, etc. We talked about this several times before. And I'm not going to play the video, but you know, our guy, Mr. Verdon, has really been on the move as far as giving us a lot of information. So you got your Quant Flow for banks, Quant Flow for corporates. Money is now fit for our digital age, thanks to Quant, of course, right? Quant PayScript, including the language of money. How many Quant products are you seeing? A lot, right? Just amazing how they put things together. Trusted by central banks and global financial institutions, worked on the digital pound, the digital euro, and the UK RLN. This is a lot of work, a lot of influence, whether it's the euro or the pound. Come on, guys. You can't do any better than this, especially in Europe. And, you know, people can say what they want to, but Europe is still a gigantic player in the financial markets, economic markets. Europe is still a gigantic player, and with all the nations combined, it is, no doubt, the premier, one of the premier players. I'm going to say it like that in the financial world. Just cannot excuse away the influence of Europe, etc. Corporates, banks, capital markets, Quant is really moving well. How can you going to redefine how money works for you? Really, a lot of powerful information that we're seeing here. Quant is just doing its thing, guys. Going back to where we are with Quant as far as the actual market cap, the actual supply. Um, this is just really amazing. The amount of markets that already hold Quant is really nice as well. So the list goes forward. You got your Binances, you got your Coinbase, you got. I'm not even going to go through all these markets. It looks like a list of over 100 here as far as the spot markets, but just saying, Quant has really been doing extremely well and is also extremely well known throughout the world. So throughout the world, this is just one of the most amazing coins that we're looking at. Now, one of the things we want to look at as well, there was this nice little article that I saw. This is what's this Pin2 News talking about altcoins, 10 real world asset RWA cryptos set to shine by the end of this year. And I'm going to say this, look out, because by the end of this year, some great things are going to be happening. So I'm looking for Quant to do its thing, but I'm trying to, hold my peace and let it actions speak louder than words. Looking at a lot of great coins here, but let's make our way all the way down to Quant. And let's see where we are here. So right here it says Quant, building blockchain governments and financial institutions. Quant is a platform that offers solutions to build an interoperable and modern financial system. Their key technologies enable creation of programmable money, transfer of digital assets between payment systems by banks, system automation through Overledger, Quant's universal API. Quant is also supporting the launch of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, for the government so that all of its technologies are designed with a high level of governance, legal compliance, KYC, and security in mind. I want to very briefly mention the fact that concerning the central bank digital currency, not only do I expect to see this in Europe and expect to see this in the United Kingdom, I expect it eventually to travel to other countries as well. There is a strong possibility that we'll see this in other nations that I will not name, but at the same time, I'm sure that there's a lot of talk that's being, how can I say, made, or there's a lot of discussion being had concerning that. So don't expect CBDCs to be exclusive just to the UK. I expect to see the CBDCs spread, and I expect to see that in several other nations as well. All right, the platform's native token, Quant, is going to be used as means of payment for various services within the ecosystem, making it highly relevant for institutions that require reliable financial infrastructure. That's the latest information about the crypto, etc. So just a little bit of a heads up on that. Really going to be some awesome work done. And also, let's look at Quant at, let's look at 6 months. Quant's been going up and down here. So right here it's at 84, but it's not still, it never dropped as low as it did in April. So keep that in mind, folks, that although Quant has dropped, it still hasn't dropped as far as low, as far as it did in April. In April, it was like in the 70s, and I think maybe even in the 60s as well. But Quant has not gotten that low, and I'm noticing that the market is starting to make a correction on the way back up. So I'm expecting to see things happen here. One of the things we want to keep in mind with Quant is that, how can I say, um, it's definitely very rare, very rare. Supply and demand is sooner or later going to catch up, and Quant is going to be the winner, and those who are holding with diamond hands. This is Al, Real Life Investing. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.